I have sat in church meetings that were held in multi-million-dollar buildings, and wondered how I was going to pay my bills that month. And those millions of dollars that went into that building, that big, pretty building, weren't doing anything to help my family. That's insane. And it's wrong. No one should leave a meeting like that wondering how they're going to pay their own bills. With millions of dollars of investment potential at those religious leaders' disposal, do they offer to help us create businesses that will provide us with work to support our families? And work that would provide return on their investment? No, they don't. What they do is stand up there in that shiny suit with that pasted on smile and ask us to give what money we do have to pay for that big pretty building. A building that sits empty all week long. That is the religion we've come to know. With a place to be, godly communities, we're going to break through those walls of religion. See, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull together and use our combined investment potential to create a business and living community. A community that forms business ventures that will make money. We will use that investment potential to help participants create the businesses that help them become self-supporting. We will create our own production of food and services to support ourselves instead of taking money from its members to pay for empty words and empty buildings. All those principles that we have heard talked about in those church meetings sounded good, but who's really been living them? Well, we're going to. With this type of investment potential, we will no longer have to look at our nation's government or people that we don't know to bail us out. We are coming together as an organization of people to create our own resources, to meet our own needs. So, though you may hear some of the same terms that you've heard in those religious places, you're going to see something completely different. So what's different? Well, there are people who want to get involved with a place to be and want to donate goods or services to help the organization get going. Any person or organization starting out or in need of help should be willing to accept help. However, we point out to them that if they're looking to get a tax break from the tax man, then they're given for the wrong reasons, because a place to be, godly communities, is not a nonprofit organization. And gifts to a place to be, godly communities, are not tax deductible. See, we're going to pay our taxes. Most religious groups and churches are nonprofit, tax-free organizations. And because they don't pay taxes, they don't have the same rights as other people who pay taxes have, like freedom of speech. See, all throughout history, God has called upon people whom we call prophets, to speak out on things that are wrong and to speak up to people in leadership who are corrupt. Well, preachers and speakers for nonprofit churches and organizations can't do that. Under the laws surrounding 501c3 nonprofit tax-free status that those people voluntarily signed up for, if that preacher starts talking from behind his pulpit about the moral character of someone running for public office, he will lose his tax-free status and can get into a bunch of trouble. They gave up that right and that responsibility when they chose to become nonprofit. So you can't be a nonprofit and be a profit at the same time, because nonprofit equals nonprofit. And now you can see why churches and preachers have become so pitiful and weak. Well, we're going to pay our taxes. Christ did, and so did his disciples. Christ gave us clear instructions to pay taxes. So why aren't those churches who proclaim to be representatives of Christ paying taxes? And what kind of idiot starts a business and doesn't intend on making money? That's just stupid. And we're supposed to follow these people? Heck, man, no wonder we're going broke. Then, because they can't turn a profit, any monies that they may have left over after paying the expenses on that big empty building, monies that they got from all their begging, they have to put into building funds or mission funds. That's why they have all those big empty buildings and big parking lots and people who go there on the weekend who can't pay their own bills. We are going to create businesses that will make money, and the people involved will get paid. Those businesses will provide return on the investment provided by the organization, and we will do so in communities of good and caring, a place to be, godly communities. Now I'm going to leave you this to think about, but stay tuned because there's going to be more.